Blake Lively or Ryan Reynolds? A full PR panic mode main hain. Or Joe Unhan any sympathy kalia kia hai. Wo dek kar aap shock ho joj. Welcome back. AAJ humbat karn whale hain ek AC Hollywood story ki. Jahan charity be PR stunt lag rahi hai. Or dosti capiche be hidden reasons somni AA rahi hain. So let's break this down carefully, because on the surface, this looked like a wholesome, feel-good moment. A celebrity couple attending a Broadway show, supporting the arts, donating to charity, the kind of headline that instantly builds admiration. But when you slow it down and really look at what happened, the entire situation starts to feel very different. Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds didn't just attend a Broadway show quietly. They showed up with their children, which already shifts the optics. It creates a family moment, something relatable, something warm. And in Hollywood, optics are everything. Now here's where things get interesting. At the end of the show, there was a charity auction. A hat from the performance was being auctioned off to raise money for a good cause. Totally normal, right? These things happen all the time. But Ryan Reynolds didn't just place a bid. He turned the entire moment into a spectacle. He started bidding against himself. From 10,000 to 15,000 to 20,000, all the way up to $25,000. And the key detail here is there was no real competition. No intense back and forth with other bidders. It was just him, raising his own number, louder and louder, while the audience watched. And naturally, the crowd reacted. Cheers, applause, excitement. It became a moment, a viral moment. But ask yourself this. If the goal was simply to donate to charity, why not do it privately? Why not write a check backstage? Why turn it into a performance? Because in Hollywood, visibility is currency. And this moment delivered exactly what was needed: headlines. Ryan Reynolds donates $25,000. Blake and Ryan support Broadway. Power couple shows generosity. It's perfect PR. But then comes the twist that makes everything feel a little uncomfortable. During the auction, instead of sticking to something classy or respectful, the stage moment turned into something far more bizarre. The cast began adding entertainment to the bidding, and it escalated into a physical act on stage that raised eyebrows. And suddenly, you're left with a contradiction. Because Blake Lively has previously spoken about boundaries, about professionalism, about what is acceptable and what isn't, especially in public or performance settings. So the question becomes unavoidable. Why is something considered inappropriate in one context, but ignored in another? Is it about the situation, or is it about control of the narrative? Because that's what this really feels like, narrative control. Everything about this moment was designed to send a message. We are generous. We are loving parents. We are admired. And it worked. Media outlets picked it up instantly. Articles were written with glowing praise. The tone was exactly what you'd expect from a well-managed public image. But here's the thing about audiences today. They're not as easily convinced as they used to be. People notice patterns. People question timing. And when something feels too perfect, too polished, too conveniently public, it raises doubt. Was this a genuine act of generosity? Or was it a calculated move to shift public perception? Because if you look at the bigger picture, the timing, the presence of their children, the theatrical nature of the bidding, the immediate media coverage, it all lines up a little too neatly. And that's why this moment isn't just about a donation. It's about strategy. It's about influence. And most importantly, it's about controlling how the world sees you, especially when your image might be under pressure. Now here's where things go from a single moment to a full-blown pattern. Because what happened after that Broadway appearance wasn't random. It was coordinated. Right after the event, we start seeing a wave of carefully curated content. Photos, stories, subtle glimpses into their personal life. And every single piece of it carries the same message. Everything is perfect. You see images of Ryan with their child, soft, emotional, almost cinematic. You see Blake sharing moments that reinforce the idea of a strong, happy family. Even when the photos are slightly blurry or distant, they still serve a purpose. They create a feeling. And that feeling is intentional. Because in today's digital world, perception isn't built through statements, it's built through visuals. You don't need to say, "We're a happy family." You just need to show it, over and over again. But here's where it gets interesting. At the same time that this polished image is being pushed, something else is happening in the background. The comment sections. People start questioning things. Not aggressively, not in a hateful way, just asking normal, reasonable questions. Why make the donations so public? Why involve the kids in this moment? Why does everything feel staged? And according to multiple observations, those comments don't last very long. They disappear. Now, we can't say with certainty who is controlling that, but the pattern is noticeable enough that people are talking about it. And that creates a second layer to the story. Because it's not just about building a positive image. It's about removing anything that challenges it. And that's where things start to feel less authentic. Because real life isn't perfect. Real relationships aren't perfect. Real moments aren't perfectly timed, perfectly lit, and perfectly shared. So when everything you see looks flawless, it makes you wonder what you're not seeing. And this is where modern audiences are different. A few years ago, this strategy would have worked perfectly. People would accept the narrative at face value. But now, people analyze. They compare. They connect dots. And when they see a pattern of highly controlled messaging, combined with the removal of criticism, it doesn't build trust. It does the opposite. It creates suspicion. Because authenticity can't be manufactured. And the more you try to control how people see you, the more they start to question why. So the real question here isn't whether Blake and Ryan are a good couple or good parents. The question is, why does their image need this much management right now? Because when someone's public presence suddenly becomes this calculated, this curated, it usually means one thing. There's something bigger happening behind the scenes. And the image we're seeing isn't the full story. So when you step back and look at everything, not just one moment, not just one headline, but the entire chain of events, a very different picture starts to form. Because this isn't just about a Broadway appearance. It's not just about a donation. And it's definitely not just about one lawsuit or one controversy. This is about something much bigger. This is about control. Control of the narrative. Control of the image. Control of how millions of people perceive you without ever knowing the full truth. And that's exactly what makes this situation so fascinating. Because on one side, you have perfectly timed public appearances, carefully crafted headlines, emotional family moments, and acts of generosity that are impossible to criticize at face value. But on the other side, you have questions. Questions about timing. Questions about authenticity. Questions about whether these moments are real or strategically placed. And the truth is, in Hollywood, those two things are often blurred. Because fame today isn't just about talent anymore. It's about storytelling. Not the kind you see in movies, but the kind that's built in real life. Every photo, every appearance, every spontaneous moment. It all becomes part of a bigger narrative. And the audience? They're not just watching anymore. They're analyzing. They're connecting dots. They're noticing patterns. And most importantly, They're starting to question things that once went unquestioned. Because when everything looks perfect, it rarely is. And that's where the real tension comes in. Because the more someone tries to present a flawless image, the more pressure there is to maintain it. And that pressure, it leads to overexposure, overcorrection, and sometimes overplaying the strategy. And when that happens, the illusion starts to crack. Not in a dramatic, explosive way, but slowly, through small doubts, through subtle inconsistencies, through moments that just don't feel as genuine as they're supposed to. And once that doubt enters the audience's mind, it doesn't go away easily, because trust, once questioned, is very hard to rebuild. Now add lawsuits into the mix. Add public controversies. Add shifting alliances, PR fallout, and unexpected moves behind the scenes. And suddenly, this isn't just a story anymore. It's a power struggle, a battle between perception and reality, between what's being shown and what might actually be happening. And the truth is, we may never get the full picture, because in a world where image is everything, the real story is often the one that stays hidden. But that doesn't mean it goes unnoticed, because audiences today are sharper than ever. They don't just accept what they're given. They observe, they question, and they decide for themselves what feels real and what doesn't. And that's exactly why moments like these matter. Not because of the headlines, but because of what they reveal beneath the surface. Because at the end of the day, this isn't just about Blake Lively. This isn't just about Ryan Reynolds. This isn't even just about Hollywood. This is about how influence works in the modern world, how narratives are built, how they're protected, and how quickly they can start to fall apart when people stop believing in them. So the real question isn't, was this right or wrong? The real question is, backhand index pointing right, do you believe what you're being shown? Or, backhand index pointing right, do you think there's something more happening behind the scenes? Because in today's world, what you see isn't always the truth. And sometimes, the biggest story is the one hiding in plain sight.